Welcome, everybody, back to Rimworld. Today, I'm really excited because I think the progress today is going to be absolutely monumental. We've got all of the hospital-related research done, so we can finally build a decent hospital with vitals monitors, IV stands, surgical tools, whatever else, hospital beds, more importantly. We've got the character with, finally, level 12 crafting skill. As you can see here, I've had Beaver basically working for a couple of days now, just churning out all the clothes in the world. That apparently means that he's qualified to build our nuclear reactor, because that's all that was setting us between, that and finishing Rim Atomics, right? So we've got to churn out a bunch of, what was it, nuclear fuel, I think is actually what we need next. And if we go to the Rim Atomics tab here, we've done all that shit, yep, fine. Build a cooling system, which I think we're actually in the process of finishing on now. 674 steel. Well, of course, we've got the steel from when we went on that little trip. There is something I do need to address the elephant in the room. Yes, Mr. Streamer did leave behind the very expensive flamethrower. However, I'm not going to lose any sleep over it because I think it was massively impractical. I don't think it was particularly safe, and I don't think it was really necessary at all. Honestly, I'd rather have a gun, hence why I dropped it and swapped it out for a pistol in the first place. Sure, we've lost a bit of silver, but to be honest, we've got so much colony wealth anyway that I'm not gonna lose any sleep at all over that. I mean, it's ridiculous, the amount of wealth we've got right now. It's why the difficulty is so high. Even playing on those medium ones, we're still playing on rough, but even playing on medium, it would still be quite difficult. So, it's this quarry, it's this bloody quarry, it's still 54%, so we can't use it for much longer, but it's bringing in so much wealth, and of course, it is very slow, but with these tools and with the people gaining the skill in it from working in there constantly, it is going to keep ramping up until eventually we can't use it anymore, which I think is fair enough. Can we even build a quarry anywhere else? We can, but it's going to be very difficult. So we've got some around the map edge there. We'd have to... What the fuck? Lightning storm, I guess? We'd have to put it down towards this area, because this is the only area where there's unquarryable stone. Or we could put it over here. Obviously, that's completely impractical for the base and wouldn't bring in nearly as many resources. Either way, the point is we had a lot of wealth, so I'm not going to lose too much sleep over that one. Anyway, so... we want to carry on with the turrets, and I also want to get the hospital built as soon as possible. And, of course, we want to get the indoor farm built as soon as possible. Now, one thing that we could do with before we really focus on the farm is getting terrain rehabilitation, which I think is added by the tilled soil mod. It might be vegetable garden. I actually don't remember. It's a mod. Anyway, I know that much. So let's go terrain rehabilitation. It should say when we hover over it, right, that what mod adds this stuff. It is tilled soil. Yeah, so it was tilled soil after all. We will get rid of manufacturing, because I did not realize that was 6,000 research. Yes, we need that. Maybe not right now. I mean, obviously the terrain reclamation to actually get food, probably a lot more important for the time being. We'll come to that stuff later, but I mean, that's like kind of endgame research, even though it's still kind of early down the tree compared to a lot of this other stuff. It is still kind of early. It's late just based on how many research points we actually need for that. We need a research team, really. We need Trashy back is what I'm getting at. Let's get rid of manufacturing then for the time being. Let's go for, what is a super pod? Oh my god, yeah, okay, cool. So I've got, you guys might remember, I've complained about this in a couple of other series, that there's no point ever building more than one base in Rimworld, because the bases just do not interact. You can't set up automatic caravans, you can't really get between them very easily, because of course drop pods are single use. I've added some mods that ideally should prevent that from happening. Things that allow you to set routes with these big spaceship level things. We've got those advanced pods. So ideally, if we do want to set up another base going forward here, maybe like a proper dedicated research site, and then have this one as a dedicated park, and then if we need to expand or whatever, then we've got the means to make that happen if we want to when we get up to that stage, if we ever get up to it. I should point that out. That's not a guarantee. That's not a promise. It's just a thought for the future. Let's get terrain rehabilitation down. Blast doors, remote doors, animal healing, all sounds incredible. Remote doors, especially for the entrance to the park, would be insanely powerful, huh? Why do you do that every time and scare the life out of me? Right, John, get to work. We'll get this all built. We'll get the hospital built, and we'll work on the nuclear reactor quickly in the background here. Wait on that to finish before we can do anything more nuclear anyway. So, why, pray tell, have we only got one builder working right now? What are our other builders doing? That's probably a better question. So that would be Teresa and Forks. Teresa is consuming a lavish meal. Okay, so she's building the little additional stuff in the prison that I've planned out here, because it is very, very dark. The skylights are providing most of the light in here. Now, you guys laughed at my steel flame turrets. I think they've done the job. Have we had, true or false, we've had rebellions since I've put those turrets in? The answer was false, because there are flame turrets in there, and the whole room is made of carpet and furniture. So these guys aren't going to dare to rebel, otherwise they are dead as dicks. Right, so Teresa and Forks, when they're done with this, should go and help out with this stuff down here. We'll wait on that. Let's plan out a hospital. I know I said I'd maybe build... maybe in hindsight that isn't is a good idea. Maybe if we build this down, turn this into a massive stockpile room, and then turn this into a workroom, or vice versa, then reclaim the whole of this as a hospital, or alternatively, we strip all of this stuff out, keep this place as a stockpile room, because obviously we've got it all set up, then remove this wall and expand that down as a room and then build like a hospital in addition to that. We could build an actual direct entrance to the hospital from the outside of the base. That way, if people are downed over here, having it down here is actually way more practical in hindsight. The only issue is, of course, the nuclear power plant, but we won't worry about that too much. We'll put a little corridor around it. So let's do something like, how big do you want a hospital to be in hindsight? Let's go like 17 by 17. Might be a little bit overkill, but that's pretty decent, I think. That gives us plenty of room for expansions as well later on if we do need that. Fuck it. Let's put down a big old hospital there. I want to move this fan as well, and we'll just have a direct walkway into the hospital. So let's just call it a fan. You know what I meant. We'll remove the wind turbine for the time being. Have we got anywhere we can put that where it can still generate power and not... Oh, God, this could be a problem. And not be blocked by anything. I actually don't think so. We can install it just inside this area for the time being, because of course we're not doing anything with it. Make sure it's unroofed. Does that still work? Does it have to be like unroofed on both sides? Or, let's take a look here. Roof area. Okay, so we need to remove one layer off the top, and that's about it. Okay, so remove just that bit, and then, actually, we should make all of that remove roof, right? So we'll do something like that. Okay, that way it's still usable, because I know we are only slightly above. You see the grid excess there is only 1,000 watts. This wind turbine, even though it seems a bit pointless, is actually still keeping us afloat here. So that's perfect. What we'll do then is we'll put in a couple of doors just by the entrance, so we'll do something like that. We'll get the floors all planned out. And that's good. That's a much more practical hospital than dragging them all the way up through here, going past the quarry, going through the stockpile, going through this very congested area here. I mean, this is a walkway for 3 different buildings after all, and then dragging them down into this tiny little box. Big open hospital is really what we need. And then, of course, we put down silver tiles. We do have sterile tiles, right? Or did I not actually research that yet? Oh my God, did I forget sterile tiles of all things? It's me saying, oh, we finished the hospital, but apparently we clearly have not. Okay, that's a little annoying, but it's not a big deal. Right, let's run that across. There we go, and that's more or less parallel to where our people are gonna get shot, which is great news for them. I mean, unless you actually don't want to be shot, I guess. Let's put down some doormats as well. Those are gonna be super, super important here to keep out all the dirt and crap. So we'll put that there. What do any of these help out with? Oh, man. Oh, these are cool. Oh, right. So we've got the Vanilla Furniture Expanded mod. I'm just subscribed to their collection, because honestly, it's the best, some of the best mods in Rimworld, as far as I'm concerned. Right, so we can put those down near... Oh, it's like specialized cabinets, like the More Linkables mod, but probably a bit more balanced. Oh, there's a kitchen sink. We've already got a kitchen sink, but there's no reason we can't put down another one, huh? That'll look like a proper kitchen at that stage. Man, there's so much to do. This is exactly why we need an expansion. Not only have we got all these additional linkables, which are obviously very expensive and a little bit OP, we've got all of these other specialized ones as well, which... we definitely do not have room in if we're going to put all that down in there. I'm glad we planned all this out in hindsight. It's a little unfortunate that the dinosaur corpses are also going to waste, but it's to do with the AI manager and, of course, our freezer being honestly full of enough meat to probably last us a while. I think we can agree that it's not really going to matter too much. I imagine we've got a load of leather as well. Yeah, we have 11,000 leather, so I'm not really going to lose any sleep over that. These guys are just bringing in, and these are probably part of the reason why we've got so much wealth to the colony, right? Because that's at scale fell. Let's assume that it's 1 silver per, and I doubt it. It's probably way more expensive than that. What is its market value? 190. So even that alone, if we sold it at market value, would be almost 20,000 silver. Well, it would be slightly over 20,000 silver. It's bringing in a lot of wealth that we really can't afford to defend, and that's the main point here. You know, we've got so many people incapable of violence. We've got kind of crappy weapons. Those anti-mech rifles are garbage. We need a good upgrade on that. We just don't have the way to defend all this wealth that we've got right now, so I'm probably not going to worry about the dinosaurs. I'm just going to keep them slaughtered and not worry about hauling the corpses. Just let them rot away. Speak of the devil. Okay. Group of raiders have dropped right on top of you. Oh, no. Oh, my God. Okay. No pressure, team. I was getting Nico to actually transfer his equipment to the armor rack. Guess we'll swap that around then, so equip from that. So then we've got, next up is Henry. Henry, grab your... And those have all got guns on them, right? Yeah, charge rifle. That one doesn't. So Aiden doesn't have a gun on his rack. Has he got one in his backpack? No. There is an anti-mech rifle right there. I know they're garbage, but it's the best we've got right now. So we've got Aiden. Dominique has a gun. She's got her auto pistol. Again, kind of left behind that flamethrower. Cannibal Shia LaBeouf has carbine, and John has that crazy good burst charger. Okay, let's get equipped, team. Go and grab from that one. Then we've got actual Cannibal Shia LaBeouf up next. We've got Dominique, because that button doesn't really work very well, as we found out last time. And then we've got... Henry, where are you, my friend? Let's just see if it does work. Oh, it does. That's quite nice. All right. Here they come. Shit, that looks like a lot. Wow. Well, at least they landed in the kitchen, and they're sort of cut in half by that wall, rather than landing in the actual research center. That's potentially 20 enemies. Okay, fine. I see how this is going to end. Right. So, Aiden watching the spin cycle. Aiden, for fuck's sake, my man. Equip your armor. Right, is everyone doing that then? John's equipping armor. Aiden's equipping armor. Dominique, get your armor. Thank you. I don't know why they've decided to ignore half of these things that I've asked them to do. Smudgeboggle is incapable of violent? Oh, you just don't have an armor rack. Right, okay, so get your... Oh, yeah, you've got that crazy plasma rifle. Let's get you equipping the marksman gear and the close combat helmet. Doesn't really make much sense, but just bear with me on that one. Beaver, I don't know what I'm going to give to you, my man. We've got a marine helmet there you can have. In terms of armor, though, that's it. I think the well doth run dry. Yeah, that's all we can do for you. I'm sorry, Beaver, you're going to get shredded here. Henry's getting his equipment. Nico's getting his equipment. That's really it. Teresa, Forksy, and Goldblum, obviously incapable of violent. Good luck, team. Good luck, team. Let's just see what we're up against, really. Oh, God, I'm dreading this. This is going to be so difficult, isn't it? Actually not. Actually, we're fine. Eight enemies with 2 feral shrikers. Okay, that's fine. They look fairly unarmored. What, are they shooting at my animals? Fuck off with that, thank you. So 8 enemies, all of which are unarmored. What are their weapons like? Okay, they've got things like, from the looks of it, vests. That guy's completely unarmored. That guy's got a vest. That guy's got a vest. That guy's unarmored as well. They got flak jackets, which I suppose is an issue. What are these guns? Anti-material rifle. Okay. Slow fire rate, long range, impressive firepower. Can also be used as a pike because they've got a bayonet on it. My God, damage is 35. Let's compare that to the Met Rifle, just to get an idea of what we're up against here. So the Met Rifle does damage of 45. Slightly weaker. Seems like it could be a slightly better version of the Met Rifle, as some of the downsides, as less of the downsides, I should say, with some less damage. Might be a fair trade. Oh, God, come on, people. Please, for the love of God, the colony is in extreme danger. Right, Nico, you've already got a rifle. It's got to get out there. We might have to let some animals die. I'm sorry to say it. We might have to let some animals die, and they're going to absolutely trash this area, aren't they? Wow. Not a lot we could have done to prevent that, obviously. We've got our armor ready to go and everything. So, John, draft up. You are now ready to go. Henry has his gun. Draft him up, ready to go. There was an explosion there. I think they might have shot an explosion at that. How did they do that? Oh my God, is it fire explosions? That could be more of a problem. As long as they don't shoot these guys. I don't care about the Styracosaurus for hopefully obvious reasons. Man, okay. John, Henry, let's get into position here. How are we looking? How are we looking? It's going to be Aiden up next. Oh, is it cold in there? No, they're just... Oh, it's cold outside. Right, got it. Okay, you're the one without the gun. So you get the anti-met rifle. Okay, you've done it. Equip, go. I'm going to send these guys probably in. I think I'm just going to send them in, start off with here. Smudgeboggle is getting ourselves equipped as well. Good stuff. Go in, team. Let's take this slow. Let's take this very, very slow. Normally, I don't let a lot of this stuff out, but I want to be very careful because this could be a tricky raid. So let's get all the equipped people down the one end. Then we'll sort of move them over as we do. Okay. I don't know what are they firing? Are they explosions? Luckily, they're just trashing this area, which I do not give a shit about because that room was built for vanity. So they can absolutely burn that place down for all I care. Don't shoot my animals. What are you firing? Oh, maybe it's the Shrieker. Or the Shrieker. Yeah, I don't know why there were explosions. Let's not worry about it too much. Right, John is absolutely in position, ready to fire. Come on, John. Oh, that thing does fire explosions. Okay, we're going to have to get a bit closer than that, unfortunately. Smudgeboggle is equipped. Let's get you down here with your marksman gear and whatnot. Let's move you up to here. Actual Cannibal Shia LaBeouf, still getting equipped. Dominique's got a gun. It's only a pistol. We got anything better? I'm going to give her another anti-met rifle. I hate to do it, but we haven't really got much of a choice here, huh? Right, there we go. Everybody's good to go, I think. Alright, let's do it, team. Let's move you down there. That way I can just quickly box over them. Let's push forward very slowly. I want to neutralize these guys, and then we'll deal with this one. They might just end up burning themselves dead if we're lucky. Oh, watch out. What is that doing to them? Former human, feral. Okay, adrenaline rush moderate. That thing doesn't seem to do too much damage. Push forward, run and gun. Push forward and run and gun. Good work, team. Shrieker's down. That's the one doing the explosions. Push forward, run and gun. There we go. Nice work, nice work. Muffalo, what are you doing? Fleeing. Fleeing is fine. Fleeing is fine. Take him down. Oh, great shot. Okay, this is going to be very dangerous. Let's get Aiden with his Met Rifle, taking out the one at longer range. That guy's going to go down in seconds. How did he survive that? I swear to God, how people have been shot by that and have gone down in half the speed. Right, Cannibal Shia LaBeouf, let's get you on a flank. Such a weird thing. Things I never thought I'd say before in Rimworld. So what we'll do is we'll move Dominique actually through into this room preemptively. Please don't shoot the Muffalo. That was close. This guy is... How is he taking so long to kill, though? Can we talk about that? Okay, go for the shot. There we go. Okay, there's one down. Nico, you need to get to cover, my friend, because you are being peppered. I'm going to move these guys to the other side. I'm just going to move in. We've got that good armor, and these guys have such slow fire rate. As long as we keep the pressure on, we should be good. Nice work. Okay, these guys are probably, I was going to say they'll die of heat stroke, but they've actually done a lot of damage to themselves just from the fire there. Again, fine with them burning that down, really don't care, not particularly attached to that room. Let's get in here, let's get a firing squad just ready to go. I think if we sit them on this side, that way as they come out the door, they're going to get shot to death. This could work really, really well. Dominic, come down. Okay, I'm just going to let them trash the place a little bit. They should go out through the door, right? Nico, are you alright? Do we need to get you to... Oh my god, his foot's been shot off. Let's get him home and let's get Teresa tending to him, because Teresa's an alright doctor. Yes, she is. Okay, Teresa, I want you on duty, please. Draft up, get into position. Nico, you go get yourself dealt with, my friend. Okay, are they actually gonna... There we go, they're going for the door. Okay, that's what I was expecting. Let's bring... I mean, John's a good shot. We don't want them to be able to shoot John. So if he pops his head around the door, to be honest, it's not going to make any difference. I think we're as far enough away as we need to be right now. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Let's put the speed up and let them break out of there a little bit. Well, that's interesting. They broke through that wall, and this doesn't count as a full door. So we can actually shoot at this guy. Okay, that's made our lives a little bit more dangerous, because now they've got 2 different points to come through, but that's okay. Okay, let's get Let's get John. John. You are our best shot, and you've got probably our best weapon. Nice. There we go. That's exactly what we were after right there. Just wanted to try and get them to flee. Dominique, you've taken a bruise, I assume. And feral material rifle hit her hard, but actually didn't do too much damage. They're all going to flee through this room, and then we just kill them all. Then you just gun them down. Excellent work. Look at that. All we lost in that was Nico's foot. Honestly, that could have gone a lot worse. That could have gone so much worse. And obviously this room caught fire, but I think that was an absolutely great sacrifice for what we achieved. Okay, do we want to try and capture these people? Poopy we can definitely save. Poopy's a good cook as well. Although you probably wouldn't trust me to do that with the name Poopy in hindsight. We're looking for good researchers. Intellectual 7 with Shade. Death in 14 hours. Definitely capturable. 6 conditions need tending. You're not even injured. You've just been burnt or something along those lines. So we got that feral shrieker in there. Right, so they're all going to go and put out the fire and probably do whatever else they've got to do. Right, so Jenkins, you had the... You're just kind of garbage. Cooking 11. Ah, man, we don't really need any more cooks, I'm going to be honest, because we've got so many different stations and additions to the cooking already, the work speed, that we don't really need any more cooks. Probably just going to chuck them in the prison, maybe even strip them out here, chuck them in the prison after the fact. Let's do it, because obviously a lot of them are wearing bulletproof vests and whatnot. Go and strip Poopy. Poopy Taster. Was that, did I see that right, sorry? Did that say strip Poopy Taster? Okay, incredible. That's absolutely incredible. Watch out for that thing. It could be a little bit lethal at close range. Maybe we should have dealt with that from... Okay, no, we're fine. It's all right. Okay, John, you are our fastest mover. Captured Jenkins, and obviously he's our doctor too. Do we ever get around to tending to Nico? Nico's not even at the bed yet. Shit. But now it's 6 hours. It's a shame you can't just tell them, hey, lie down, let someone carry you back. There is a mod for that, I know there is, but I think it's kind of part of the gameplay balance, isn't it, really? All right, let's get these fires out. After the fires are out, we'll try and capture some of these people. None are particularly valuable. You know, we've got to go with 7 intellectual and minor passion in it. Sure, we could build them up, but I'd rather just resurrect Trashy. Right, Poopy, get captured. So Nico's getting some of that good medicine, because of course Nico's kind of on a bad... I was going to say on his bad foot then, but no, it doesn't really work. Okay, blood loss severe, right? Okay, so we should be fine. Yeah, because you just basically cauterize no risk of infection with that there, because, you know, your foot can't get infected if you don't got a foot. Jenkins, how are you doing? He was the one that was almost close to dying there. It's fine. Might get a couple of infections. This guy was also kind of close to dying. Also fine. Okay, good. I think we're fine then. I don't think we're carrying any other prisoners back though, are we? Because I think the others all died on the way. Oh no, Actual Cannibal and Henry both have more prisoners. What? Now she's put a oh my... She's put a cape on the rack and left the... I don't get it. Right, okay. So pick... Force wear the protective gear, and then we what? Transfer that to the rack? Sorry, this is very confusing. So transfer to armor rack. There's a setting for it. And just like that, all of our problems have been fixed immediately. Because that way it'll force them to wear the armor. They won't just drop it on the floor if you... Yeah, okay, perfect. Thank you. Thank you. I just wanted to make an addendum to that because I feel like I was being unfair on the mod there for a second. Right, good. Okay, it still didn't explain where the tools are, so that's a little bit of a pain in the arse if we've got to go and track those down and obviously get those re-equipped. Not a big deal. Are they in a cupboard somewhere? Nope, they have actually just disappeared off the face of the earth. Aiden's still got his hammer. What happened to the other hammers that we had equipped, though? Those actually have gone. Right, so we can just craft a couple more. It's really not a big deal. Consider it an investment in these armor racks being more convenient. Right, so hospital then. We need some, did I not actually get sterile materials? No, I did not, because I'm a fool. And we've also apparently got sterile attire, which I assume would help out with... Where is that? Yeah, it's your doctor's outfits. Not that we're probably going to use that. That would be good, though. Armor rack inside the hospital. If we're doing some really intense surgery, you know, maybe doing a bionic spine replacement, which, speaking of which, we've also got to do today, or the advanced organs, or installing anything like that, then... having an armor rack ready, get your doctor in there, quip his stuff, and then get to work immediately is obviously very cool. Right, let's also... I kind of want to get this done first, so I'm gonna remove that for the time being. Let's go sterile materials, and then in the background we'll keep working on our nuclear stuff as well. So let's also go, what did I say, terrain rehabilitation next? It's too much research. There's actually so much research to do with one dude, this is unreal. Okay, perfect. So... next up on the nuclear facility, then, we've got to get the steel. Oh, we're actually just waiting on someone to build it. So I'm going to force Aiden to build that one. That should unlock our next set of research, would just probably be something along the lines of, hey, make some fuel and turn the damn thing on. Which... Fine. This is what we get playing on rough, okay? You know what? Bought this on myself. We got high wealth. It's rough. Good. It's not like we've got a million things on our plate right now, such as mismatched gear. We've got a hard helmet and night vision goggles. Okay, it's fine. Don't worry about it. We're good. We haven't got the hospital built. No, we're not good. Oh god, this is bad. We've only got 4 hospital beds. This is fucked. Okay, so I guess did our builder get the plague? No. Okay, so Aiden can work on the hospital. The big hospital, while everyone else gets through just the early stage of the plague. I don't want them to get fully healed. We're just, oh my god, we haven't even got enough medicine build hospital beds, do we? You don't need medicine anymore. Yes, genius, thank you, Rimworld. Perfect. Silver tiles do give a bonus to cleanliness. How much would it cost to outfit the whole room? 16,000 silver, roughly. Nah, not gonna be doing that one. Metal tiles also get a bonus to cleanliness, don't they? At least I thought they did. I might be wrong on that one. Metal sheets, if we've got anything that gives any sort of plasteel, gets a bonus to cleanliness. Okay, cool. Nowhere near enough plasteel as well. We can mix and match it. So check plasteel and silver. That would also look incredible. It would take me bloody ages to build. Have we got enough to cover half the floor? No, so that also wouldn't work, for fuck's sake. Okay, let's just focus on the hospital area then. So, basic sort of... we want probably a room for intense operations where we need to make sure it's top-tier cleanliness, all the best equipment, all the best connections, and then for the regular hospital, we'll just have some beds, and, because of course we can't really afford it right now, beds and just, you know, whatever bonuses we can actually fit in a small area and try and get as many bonuses out of the area that we can build in. What I mean by that is things like putting the hospital beds both adjacent to the same thing should work in theory, I think. Let's just wait and see. So if we do something like that, and then we go MISC, and then we put... Oh! Some of those are prisoners. It's actually only... Right, okay. Whoa. Slow down. We need to forbid some of these hospital beds. We're still going to obviously build this eventually when we can afford it. It's actually only Dominique and Smudgeboggle and Beaver that have it. The rest are all prisoners. I thought it would only affect your people, but no, it's the whole... Right. Okay. That makes things a lot easier. Mr. Streamer, panic averted. I mean, still slight panic, because those people are obviously very, very useful. Alright, speed up. I think we're in a situation whereby we can just let it go now. I think things are fine. So what we'll do then, so we only really need 3... Bollocks, I didn't mean to cancel that. 3 high-tier beds. So let's cancel that. Okay, you know, I did mean to cancel that, and I remember why now, because we're going to reinstall that. My brain's thinking before my mouth and fingers. My fingers are thinking before my brain, which is part of the course really with this channel. Okay, so that's good. So we need to forbid... Again, I'm going to keep that the general layout, because a lot of it's very useful. But let's try and... Oh, yeah, let's just build a pod. Just build a pod, then. Actually, fucking cancel this whole pod. Sorry, this is really difficult to try and manage. We've got power cables and all sorts of different shite running around here. So do that. So just do that one, then. So we've got 2 surgical tables, 4 beds. That's perfect. Oh, that's exactly what we need right now, as far as I'm concerned. Are you bitch? Right, okay, forbid those. Fine. Then the floors as well, we can sort of reduce that down a little bit, so cancel these. Reinstall this vitals monitor up here instead. That's only got to connect. That doesn't need to be necessarily on these plasteel floors. I imagine the plasteel floors are also going to take a while to build, so I don't want to lay too many of them, but just enough where we can build a little dedicated immunity room. There we are. We'll do something like that. Cool. That should be good then. That's a nice start to a panic emergency hospital. Fuck the prisoners. I don't care. They can all die for as far as I'm concerned. Who else had the flu then? Sorry, the plague. So Smudgeboggle, let's get you... You're already prioritizing rest there. And then Dominique is already in bed, having been shot, which is, you know, kind of bad luck, really. Beaver's already in there. So it's just Smudgeboggle, Dominic, and Beaver. So that's it. Cool. Okay, then. We're fine as far as I'm concerned. Smudgeboggle, what are you doing? Coming to bed. Good work. Teresa's going to start tending to them. Maybe let John deal with that, huh? Let's maybe let... Teresa, I appreciate you trying. Let's let John deal with that. You good? Oh, fuck. Poopy's got an infection. Poopy by name, Poopy by nature. John, get to work, my friend. This guy, 85% 10 quality in this shitty room is incredibly good. Okay, Beaver's going to work on that one. Okay, we're good. John has collapsed due to extreme exhaustion as he was midway through tending the plague. Not really a good sign. Oh, shit, that's Teresa. Teresa, fuck off. Get out of here. Right, let's start working on Beaver there. Done. Okay. We're done working on the Beaver. Now for the hospital. Oh, it's coming along quite nicely already. Hey, look at this. This is fantastic. Vitals monitor's about to be built there. Very, very nice. Rest of the floors going down. Good stuff. If we need more steel, we can always cancel the nuclear cooling tower, especially if we need more components as well. Honestly, it's kind of hard to say which is more important in this scenario. Are people not dying of the plague should be top priority, but also if we cancel this, it feels like we're being set back by like a whole episode again, so we're going to try and avoid that too much. So that should be the last components delivered there. Yes, we can definitely build the vital center. He's actually working on that now. Fantastic, because that's going to give... That gives so many immunity bonuses. This thing is like a vitals monitor, but amped up to 11. It's like on roids. Let's get... Okay, so the lights in next would also help out. Generally does help out tending to patients if you can actually see the fucking people. That's good. We're actually in a really great position there. So this should be reinstalling, right? Oh, God. Okay, so cancel that. Let's get this one reinstalled. I thought I did. I must have forgotten. Or probably just cancelled it in my flurry of trying to build a million different things. Beaver is in slight danger. 17, 19%. Dominique has 15, 20, which is... Sorry, 11, 15, which is quite nice. 11% disease spread and 15% resistance. 17, 19 on Beaver, so staying slightly ahead there. 14, 13 on Smudgeboggle, but that's probably because it took them longer to get there because they move slower because they're missing a toe. Get out of here. Did you die the plague because you're missing a toe? I'm going to be very annoyed, and obviously bad 10 quality on that. But, hospital, hey, coming along quite nicely. Actually, almost will count as a separate room in a second. I've forced all of our builders just to stay up all night working on this. I think that's kind of a necessary evil right now. I'm also going to put down some mats because it seems weird prioritizing doormats along with all of this other, obviously, super important stuff. But the amount of dirt they're going to save from traipsing into the room and actually will help out quite a lot. So let's get a couple of those down too. There we go. Pretty happy with that. Let's also get the plasteel tiles below there. We've got plenty of plasteel, actually. We've got mounts on because I don't think we've really used much of it at all. Okay, good stuff. Aiden has also collapsed. Fine. That's the last bed done. Good work, good work. Aiden, I'm sorry. I've got to wake you up. Okay, it's just straight up collapse. You know what? Go to bed then. Go to bed. I'd rather you be up tomorrow and then we can get this hospital built quicker rather than worry about that. All the stuff has been delivered. Forks, honestly, you are holding down the fort, my friend. Honestly, absolutely 10 out of 10 with Forks. You've earned yourself a real high recommendation in this colony. You've climbed the ranks, stayed up all night like a trooper when our two other top builders, or what I thought were our top builders, went to fucking bed. Can you believe that? We got people on the table dying of the plague. Forks comes in, bash, done immediately. Thank you, Forks. You will be remembered for this, my friend. Let's get down okay, so it's slightly unroofed somewhere. Let's get working on that. There we go. And then we need a heater, preferably, so that they don't all freeze to death. What have we got? Have we got a spare heater anywhere? We could just install a big old chem fuel powered reactor. That would probably be the trick. Heater. You know what? We'll just move out of the quarry, because I think heating a quarry versus heating a hospital where people are dying of the plague seems like a fair trade. Forks, honestly, you have earned yourself a day off, my friend. You have seriously done such a great job. Oh, fuck off. We've still got that volcanic winter, by the way, and it's winter. On top of that, it's December-y with a volcanic winter with a cold snap. Shit. And we've just used all of our components on a hospital. Oh, we've still got 12. Okay, so we can build a couple more heaters if we desperately need it. Okay, which we will, by the way. Let's start working on that final little bed there, and then... Oh, reserved by Smudgeboggle. Thank you, Smudgeboggle. Appreciate that one. Oh, right. I'm sorry. I thought Smudgeboggle was working on that, but no. So let's unforbid that from medical. Let's unforbid that one from medical. Let's unforbid that one from medical. Those guys, go and get yourself rested in this new, extremely swanky medical room. Can we see the infection chance multiplier for room? 38%. That's incredible. Immunity gain factor. 15%. Vital center plus 1%. Vitals monitor plus 2%. Surge constraints plus 1%. That's fantastic. This is so good. I know I said it was like Vitals Monitor on steroids. You got to remember it connects up to multiple things somewhere in the room. We could literally ram this room with beds and it would connect up to every single one. Vitals Monitors obviously have to be adjacent. That's why they are so good, because they can cover a whole hospital. Wow. Yeah. Come and get yourself some rest in here as well, my friend. Perfect. I'm so happy with how this worked. These guys are going to be in such a great place. It seems very cold, despite the fact we've got a heater in there. Oh, it is warming up. Yeah, and are the bedrooms still comfortable? Bedrooms are still comfortable. Sorry, how did you get out? Area angry big boys. They are just ignoring the fucking areas, aren't they? They really are. Oh, is it because they're maybe like follow master or something like that while he's drafted? No. I have no clue. I have really no clue. Let's not worry about it. The cool thing is now that we can reinstall all of these beds into the prison and actually give the prisoners somewhere to sleep for once in their lives. So let's do that instead of them just lying on the goddamn ground. Let's move that one there. Excuse me. I'll move that one there and then move... It is a hospital bed, so honestly, why not? We'll put that there, and then reinstalling all these end tables as well. It might not seem like much, but it will give a very, very small bonus. So you guys have got one. It's just shade. Oh, hiccups, please. I need treatment for that. Wooden dresser. And I mean, we've already got a dresser connected up to all the beds. Sure, that's it. We're done then. Nice work. Okay, let's get this reinstalled as well then, because obviously that's where all the medicine comes from. We'll put that by the door on the way in, so that way we can get that done a bit quicker. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. That was a pop-up hospital right there, literally overnight, boom, there it was. I know it took a lot of planning and kind of is distracted from the whole nuclear power thing, but definitely necessary. We're never going to worry about that again. Oh, the animals. Shit, the animals were all freezing. Okay, right, in that case, shit, where are we going to put them? It's so cold. I might just unrestrict them and just let them go. It's going to bring so much... We could use this as a barn. Oh, that's a good idea. Well done, Brain. Okay. Stockpile zone. No, stockpile zone is the wrong word for it. You don't have to stockpile barn animals last time I checked. Manage area. New area. Let's call this barn. And use it in emergencies. Toxic fallout, cold snaps, even heat waves to some extent. It could also be obviously very useful because we can't exactly regulate the temperature of outside. That'll do. Sure. Yeah, that's more than fine. And then, but the issue is it's unroofed. Bollocks. Oh, but this area is roofed. Yeah, the farm will work. I say the farm, inverted commas. It's obviously not much of a farm right now, is it? That'll do instead. Right, so clear area, barn. Don't allow them through here. Just lock them in there. That actually would have been a much better place for a barn in the first place. That would make a lot more sense. Right, animals, animals, animals. Goodbye, my friends. Be free. Be free, my friend. We're going to have to reinstall all of their food eaters, food dispensers, whatever you want to call it. Go. Onwards. Get yourself to safety. Let's also put down a couple of animal sleeping spots because we'll have to save some. Is this all... We could make all this indoors as well. In fact, we could dig this out and turn that into a little expanded area. Here you go. Boom, 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 boom. You're welcome. All right, and let's get this animal rescued. Actual Cannibal Shia LaBeouf. Please rescue Raptor Shrimp number 1. Remove those for the time being. God, this is a lot of micromanagement. I'll do this between episodes. How about that? Rather than waste any more time today, we'll get this done between episodes. I'll start on the, or at least I think, oh yeah, we've got to finish the cooling system, right? I don't want to skip through any of these steps here. I would say I'll start on the fuel so we can get this up and running, but I want you guys to see that if you've never seen all the planning systems that go with this really cool nuclear system. I want that to be shown. Wow, lots of micromanagement. Raid followed by cold snap. I'm actually almost tempted to turn down the difficulty, not because it's unmanageable, just because I want us to start making some progress. Let me know what you think of that idea before I actually implement that. Maybe turn it down for an episode, then go back to it after we've got back upon our feet, done all the building necessary. I mean, it is part of the difficulty, but obviously entertainment for you guys comes before difficulty for me, the player. So let me know what you think about that, and of course I will bow to your many whims. Just as I bow before the insane top tier level patrons, the guys who make this series possible in the first place and make YouTube possible in 2019, because YouTube sure as fuck don't. A big thank you to the insane top tier level patrons, including Aiden W, Alchemia, Anthony Gaulia, Sunikirito, Atmosis, Average Gamer 419, Bacon Kitten, Crosis, Donald, Facundo Vasquez, Ghost of Protocol, Gogula, Sarik, Jimbo, Jonah Waters, Justin Wallace, Caden Carter, Michael Muller, Muskratful, Napascus 911, Necrophilin, Palvis Presley, Rodin, Richard Clark, Scott, Skaz, Somnus, The Forsaken One, T-Bag Cruz, Tom Terry 18, Tyler Kendall, Vacuous Bacchus, William Green, and Zazzy 7011. Thank you for your support at the Insane Tier Lovers on Patreon. Thanks for making the channel possible in the first place. Of course, if you guys don't have any names in Rimworld yet, please throw me your names over there. I will go and ask the patrons later as well. I'll just double check that message has been received, because I'm sure there are probably a lot of people who don't watch these outros, so I'll make sure we're all on the same page. Big thank you as well goes out to Uwu, Asaro, Adam Person, Andrew Walsh, Andrew Wilson, Anchor, Attila, Austin Taylor, Bordoon, Ben Trope, Betimus Max, Better Valerian, Black Double H, Sadini, Chris, Corey CA, David Van Diepen, Don Honey 217, Emerald Beam, Exploding Knees, Gaz, Genji Zerka, Grey, Haji Damar, Icarus, Icy the Great, Ida C, Jay Lara, Jacob Wolfie, James Barnes, James Shea, Jason Sushu, Jose, Johan De Vries, Jordan Campbell, Joseph Beer, Justin Plott, Justin Walters, Llewellyn Thomas, Luke Wallace, Mustulp, Monty, Mostly Sampson, Nathan Flores, Nathaniel Lindberg, Norstrus, Nick, Noah Gallimore, Pan Samu, Panther Pearl, Payback 137, Peyton Denisar, Russian Oligarch Billionaire, Ryan Hooper, Sagittarius, Sam Kears, Shari, Smirtworm, Smooth Octopus, Socrates, Supernanny 089, The Insane Pickle, The One Ring, The Long Curry, Varagon, Voodoo Mumbo, Will Wade, Wilson and Tef, Wolfie, Yorker, Zach, and Zico 2. Thank you guys for your support, and I'll see you all tomorrow.